Ignition sequence start. Astronauts report it feels good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Tower cleared.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Rocketbook Treasure Truck live stream. I'm Peter. I'm joined with Dylan, and today we are celebrating the Rocketbook Multi Subject being on the Amazon Treasure Truck.
Yeah, so there's some treasure, right? We got real treasure today to show off.
Yeah, there's real treasure. The Rocketbook Multi Subject Notebook is the treasure in the treasure truck.
You told me at least there's like gold, like real gold. We have real gold.
No, but the multi-subject notebook is available for over 40% off at $25.99 on Amazon.com. You can head to Amazon.com/treasure truck to be taken right to that page.
What's the countdown time for?
That is how much time is remaining in the deal. The treasure truck is 1 day only, so you have 11 hours and 25 minutes left to claim that deal. Also, as a little bit of an added bonus, we're going to be giving one multi-subject notebook away 100% free to one of the viewers of this stream. And
how can they call in to ask a question and enter the giveaway?
That's a great question, Dylan. To enter the giveaway, they can call in and ask a question. I believe we're going to put a link on the screen. It's going to be bit-ly/RB treasure.
Boom.
And there it is. So call in, ask us a question, or just give us some thoughts on the multi-subject notebook. Let us know what your plans are to do with it. Or if you just want to say, hey, what's up to Dylan and I, we'd love to chat.
Yeah, you can ask a question about the multi-subject and just talk to us. If there's no actual gold, maybe we just start talking about the multi-subject notebook.
That's probably better than talking about any hypothetical gold here.
All right, let's do it. We got a few multi-subject notebooks here.
Well, we have a bunch of multi-subject notebooks here. Of course, just like any other Rocketbook notebook, they take advantage of our patented synthetic paper, our reusable Rocketbook paper technology here. So how that works is you can just write on it with a pilot friction pen, like you're seeing on the screen. It stays permanent until you get water to wipe that off, clear it, and you can use those pages for many, many years to come. Also, of course, it interacts with the Rocketbook app, so you can scan your pages and upload them to your favorite cloud destinations, share them with email, share them to your coworkers, and also go back, and check out your past notes whenever you need to.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It works just like our normal Rocketbook notebooks. I think everything you like. It has, like you said, erasable pages, which basically means you have infinite pages, kind of an endless notebook of pages.
That's right. So every Rocketbook notebook has an infinite amount of pages, but this one has even more pages than that. We got a bunch of feedback. We're always listening to our customer feedback, and a recurring theme that we've seen a lot over the years is that I love it, but I just wish it had more pages. I'm taking a bunch of notes in one session, and I don't have the time to scan and erase, every day before I clear the notebook, fill the notebook up. So I'd like more pages, and with the multi-subject notebook, we deliver just that. It has our most pages in a book to date at 70 pages.
It's almost double?
That's almost double.
Wow.
You look at your standard Rocketbook notebook in the letter size, it's going to have 32 pages. So just a hair under double. It's more than double, isn't it?
Depends what size your original is.
So this is a letter size book. So a letter size core comes with 32 pages. An executive size core comes with 36. So
double 36 is 72.
Right. Again, not the important part here. It has a lot of pages.
It's a big notebook.
And with that, when you have a notebook that big, you might be using it for multiple subjects, maybe.
But is there a way to tell what subject am I in within the notebook of pages?
Another great question, Dylan. Every Rocketbook multi-subject notebook comes complete with 4 dividers. So these can be pulled out and rearranged however you like.
Right.
They're also, you have 4, so you have the option to create up to 5 subjects within your notebook.
Yeah.
Or, if you just want to use 3, just want to use 2, just want to use 1. So it could be a 2-subject notebook, a 3-subject notebook. That's why it's called the multi-subject. It's really up to your freedom to use. We want to stick with the customizable options. There's no limit to how many or how few pages you can put between dividers, and they pop out and pop back in really easily.
Yes, it is a really nice design. The divider, you can see on the screen now, the dividers kind of how you can remove them, put them in anywhere you want, adjust it really, really easily. And there's little labels that come on the dividers too. I don't know if you can see here, but there's like a little label up here that you can write whatever you want to label the section, just for some added organization.
Yeah, definitely. So it's a great way to keep organizing. They're movable, so you know, say one semester you have X amount of classes, and the next semester you have a little bit more, a little bit less. You have your freedom to change that up.
That's great.
And that's really what we're all about here, is just giving you the freedom to kind of decide how you want to use the notebook.
Yes, it's more pages, more customization. The only thing I could use is a little more technology integration. Maybe something with the Rocketbook app.
And Dylan, we have
Don't
just
say
that.
No.
Stop.
Stop.
Something that's carried over. I believe it was actually first seen on our Rocketbook Orbit, which released a couple years ago now. Crazy how time flies. But the Rocketbook title bar. So this takes our smart titles technology, which used to require 2 sets of hashtags on either side of your title.
No longer.
Yeah, so when you scan that, the app automatically recognizes the title. Now those hashtags aren't even necessary. We have a dedicated title section at the top of every page in the multi-subject notebook. See Dylan's holding it up to the camera.
I wrote amazing.
And it is amazing.
So if we were to scan this page, the app would automatically name the file amazing.png or amazing.pdf.
That's
and
correct.
If I sent it to Google Drive, it would stay named that.
Yep.
Or anywhere else. That's awesome.
So no need to fumble file naming. As soon as you scan it, that file name carries over. So it's super easy to keep your files organized in your cloud destinations. And you really can just name it whatever you need to.
That's amazing. Okay, so we got more pages. We got more customization with the dividers. We got more technology. I'm assuming that means that this notebook is more expensive than it usually is, because there's so many things that's good about it.
You know, it is one of our higher priced Rocketbook notebooks usually. However,
today
of all days, we are on the Amazon Treasure Truck, which is if you go to Amazon.com/treasure truck. It's available for $25.99.
Wow,
that's over 40% off. It's a regular market price, and it's honestly lower price than you're going to see notebooks that have half the pages of it right now. So if you're considering the multi-subject notebook, today is the day to grab it. And don't forget that we're giving one away on this stream. If you can call in right now, we've had no callers, so there are no names on the wheel. So
you have a good chance.
A very good chance of winning if you call in right now. If you
call in, right now at least, you would have a 100% chance of winning.
That's great math.
That's accurate, yeah.
Add math to one of the subjects in the multi-subject.
Oh, I would love math would be a subject in here for sure.
But yeah, call in at that bit.ly/rbtreasure. Ask us questions, anything Rocketbook related. And yeah, we'll throw your name on the wheel, and hopefully you have a great chance of winning a multi-subject notebook.
Yeah, I'll say, but while we're waiting for maybe some call-ins, and we have a few more things to talk about with the multi-subject notebook, but I see people in the chat asking some questions, leaving some good comments. A lot of people saying they like the multi-subject, they like that it has more pages. Someone asked, looking for a different size. Right now, the multi-subject notebook comes in one size, the letter size. That's
right.
8.5 by 11, like a normal piece of printer paper.
A letter-size paper.
Letter-size paper.
Yeah, but we have heard that feedback of asking for our smaller executive size, asking for a few different more customizable sizes. Just like how the multi-subject notebook itself was formed from customer feedback, we're definitely still listening to that. This is kind of our first our step into those more pages with dividers. Right. So I think if we continue to see that feedback, and if the multi-subject notebook continues to be a popular item, we'll for sure be interested in checking out a smaller size as well.
Cool. I know another question we get a lot is, will we sell the dividers separately? So Dawn was wondering that as well. So, just the dividers that you could add to other Rocketbook notebooks, not just the multi-subject. Do we have any plans to release these at some point?
This is always, I feel like these streams always end up being just a sneak preview into the Rocketbook labs.
Yes,
but yeah, we definitely are looking into that. I don't want to speak too much for the product team or have them come over here and try to silence me. But that is definitely something that we're looking into adding down the line. But yeah, I think this is kind of our first sample. We're trying with the notebook, but yeah, and also these are detachable, and while the binding is a little bit thicker in this notebook, it is the same gauge, I believe is what.
Yeah, like
But it's
the same room between each spot. I will say, like, if you were to buy a multi-subject and you're like, oh, I really only need 2 sections in my multi-subject, but you have another Rocketbook notebook that you want to use the dividers for, you can use 2 of the 4 dividers for another notebook.
You're reading my mind. That's exactly what I was getting at. These can swap it to a regular Rocketbook notebook if you want to do that.
Let's see. What is some other people? Alicia said more pages are fantastic.
Or amazing, fantastic.
Or amazing, fantastic. Are all the pages all lined? Trish wants to know.
Yes.
The answer is yes. Yeah.
The Rocketbook multi-subject notebook, we wanted to keep it kind of
simple.
Your classic multi-subject notebook, so we kept it with that college ruled lined pages.
Awesome.
Also, always love to shout out that they're printed in that lighter gray, so which means that when you do scan, they're automatically removed from your final scanned image, so you get to see a very clean view of your notebooks, not cluttered by any other extra work on there.
Beautiful. Nicole wants to say it would last through a lovely day of 8 classes of notes, which is a ton of classes to have in one day, I'll say, without having to violate school policy of no phones, which is a great point.
Exactly. That's that's Nicole is very on brand with the kind of feedback that led us to make this notebook where, well, it's awesome to have an infinitely usable notebook. You don't always have your opportunity to scan immediately or to spend time erasing and filing away. You want to just be able to focus and be engaged in your class and taking those notes. So that's exactly what this is for. Take when you have your 8 classes of notes in one day, which, sheesh, wow. I'm impressed by you, Nicole. But yeah, you're the perfect case for this type of notebook.
Cool. Okay, let's see if there's any other questions. But in the meantime, we do have a caller. We have Nikki on the line. So let's get her
Let's bring Nikki in.
There she is. Welcome.
Nikki, welcome. Thanks so much for calling.
Hi.
Hello. How's it going?
Hello.
Do you have a question about the Rocketbook?
Does the Rocketbook do an OCR scan?
It does. Great question, Nikki. For those listening who aren't familiar, OCR is optical character recognition, which is basically just kind of fancy speak for recognizing what you write as digital text. And the specific an example of that is our smart titles, but I think what Nikki's asking about is our full page transcription, which means that it actually turns. Oh, Dylan's gonna bring up a little camera here. But what's going to do is recognize the handwritten notes you take and turn them into like a Word document or a text document in whatever destination you're uploading to. And the line pages do support that in all notebooks. So line, doctorate, and blank pages will always support full page handwriting to text transcription. And the current supported destinations for that are email, Google Drive, OneNote, and Evernote.
Yeah, there's some cool other features too where I don't think you mentioned this, like if you make a list with check boxes next to it, if you scan it in the app will like automatically create a to-do list in the app that you can check off, which is really nice. But as Peter mentioned, it'll recognize your title, it'll recognize your writing if you want to turn it into text. If you want to go to our help center on our website, that's a good place to see some stuff. But if you have any questions, you can always email us at hello@getrocketbook.com. Just send us an email and we'll be able to answer any like OCR or app related technical questions.
Or wait for us to go live and just call us and
ask. There you go.
Thanks, Nikki. Anything else we can help with today?
Actually, can you buy the dividers separately?
Not yet. It's definitely something that we're looking into, but for now, they're only sold compact with the multi-subject notebook.
But soon, it's good feedback.
It's definitely feedback we've heard before, and definitely something we're looking into. Yes. All right, let's throw
okay, thank you.
All right, thanks for calling in. We'll let that on the wheel, give you a chance to win, and stay tuned in. We'll announce the winner at the end.
Is that 1K?
It was 1K. Yes. Okay. Someone said, Linda wanted to know, are there cover color options? Yes. So
yes, there are.
We have 2 different ones here. I have Scarlet Sky.
3 different ones here, actually.
Okay, I have Scarlet Sky.
We have Neptune Teal. This one is this is another Neptune Teal.
But it also comes in Infinity Black,
Deep Space Gray.
and Deep Space Gray. I think just those 4.
Okay. So is there green as well, or am I making that up?
I don't.
We're gonna do a quick check.
We'll do a quick check right now.
Just the 4.
Okay, we got that up. Yes.
Midnight.
Midnight Blue.
Midnight Navy. Midnight Sky.
It's blue. Midnight Sky. Maybe.
The navy blue option is terrestrial green as well.
Yeah.
So that's 6 colors total.
Yeah, if you want to double check what color options are, you can go to Amazon.com/treasuretruck today, and not only will you get some info on the colors, but you'll also see the multi-subject notebook is $25.99 today.
Rather than having Dylan and I stumble over what the names specifically are, it's probably best to just look at them yourself.
Yes.
I think if we're gonna have do we have any more callers? I feel like we should start adding more names to the list.
Okay, let's add another name because we got another caller. Dawn, welcome. How's it going? How are you doing?
Hi.
Hello.
Thanks so much for joining us, Dawn.
Thanks. Our office, we have everyone has the Rocketbook. We use them for our trade shows and in our office work. And
Love to hear that.
When are you coming out with the dividers that you can buy the dividers separately so that we can all have those as well?
Yeah, definitely. We're definitely planning on pushing that out sometime later on. Right now, they're only available with the multi-subject notebook. We're kind of finishing up some R&D there and just kind of seeing how this notebook performs, as well as kind of perfecting our dividers and making sure that we have a great product out there as well. But it's definitely something we're looking into moving forward down the line.
Yeah, I think
the book itself is a pretty popular option, so I'm kind of looking for some Christmas gifts here.
Oh yeah, it's a great call.
Yeah, well, actually, we're going to go through some customer reviews, and this does seem to be a very popular gift item for especially kids going back to school right now. Exactly what you said. It's a popular product, but I think that selling the divider separately is a great idea and something that for sure will happen. It's more of a matter of when.
All my kids are older and out of school, but everyone here in the office has a book, and we use them a lot.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, Dawn.
Thanks, guys.
Do you have a color? You want to add your name to on the prize wheel?
I'm a blue girl.
Love it.
Blue, okay.
I was eyeing the same one.
I like your chair too. It looks like a fancy
Everything's blue.
Wonderful.
Everything's blue.
It's all on theme. Awesome.
And
let's see.
Yeah, see, Rocketbook is blue.
Oh yeah, the
Love
Fusion classic.
I see you have some dividers of your own in there.
Some makeshift dividers, maybe.
I had, because I'm waiting for these dividers, guys. I had to use these.
I see.
Awesome.
The sticky tabs.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for sharing. Hopefully we can get those dividers out for you. And best of luck, maybe getting some home for free as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, see you, Don. Thank you. Yeah, the dividers are popular. There's only one way to get the dividers right now, though.
That's true, though, and honestly, it's a great time to do it though, because
how can they do it?
They can go to Amazon.com/treasuretruck and check out the Rocketbook Multi Subject Notebook for over 40% off at $25.99 today only. You see that the clock is ticking down. There's only 11 hours and 9 minutes left. I know checkout's pretty quick on Amazon, but
you don't want to risk it. You don't want to risk
them running out, because Treasure Truck deals are while supplies last only. So
that's true.
Always important to move fast.
All right, we got a few customer reviews here. I want to see kind of what the people are saying about the Rocketbook.
We love to see what the people are saying. That's how we create. Honestly, truly, most of our ideas come from customer feedback.
Yeah.
So
I want to do some reviews though.
I don't follow.
So basically, some reviews that people leave are super detailed. They have a lot of info. They're maybe interesting, but some are kind of lazily written, maybe not as much info, a little vague. So I want to we'll look at the reviews, see what people are saying, but I also want to put our own. We're going to give some reviews for these reviews.
Okay, we're gonna help them tell us how we're doing.
Exactly. Maybe give some feedback on these people's reviews. But first up, everyone's talking about the dividers, more dividers, blah, blah. Let's take a review that talks about the dividers. So this one says, love the dividers. The dividers are such a helpful addition to my Rocketbook. I can now carry just one notebook for all my grad school classes. I love that I can create custom sections depending on the class. When can I buy more dividers? What do you think?
I think it's a great review.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to know what their major is in grad school. I think they mentioned going to classes differently. I'd like to know where their classes are.
Yeah. I think we could use a little more information. Maybe that would be helpful. Let's take another look at it. But I think the more dividers, they hit the nail on the head. I think
Rocketbook's a proper noun. It should be capitalized.
Ooh, okay. I think that's probably my biggest gripe then. But 5 stars.
I'd give this review 5 stars.
Okay, we'll give the review 5 stars. All right, let's go to another one. I'm curious. I'm curious if people are giving this product as a gift, because that was kind of what I suggested to Dawn.
Right.
So I want to see if maybe that has a little bit of legs. That's an idea. You want to read this one?
Yes. This one is my favorite. I have several different Rocketbooks. My first one just had dot grid that I've had for a couple years. While it was good, I much prefer lined. So a year later, I ordered the lined. Thank you twice. Since then, I've bought a planner and mini size, and of course, the multi-subject was a must. I use it for work, and I got one for my son for college.
Yes.
This one is by far my favorite.
All right, great review. Right off the bat, I think there's a lot of they did a good job of creating some drama between the dot grid and the lined, and kind of creating
a little bit of a battle.
Yeah, a little bit of a battle. They went with the line. They like it. They threw in some other notebooks in there, which is a nice plug. I mean, I think we appreciate that. And then I think the idea to give it as a gift is solid.
Yeah, I'd love to know what planner they use.
That's true. Okay, we could have used a little more detail. I'm giving 4.5 stars for this 5-star review.
I give it a 9 out of 10.
All right, cool. Before we get to some more reviews, because we do have some more, we have another caller. We have St. Clair.
St. Clair, welcome.
St. Clair to the.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's
How
up?
you doing today?
What's up?
Oh, not bad, not bad. I just had a quick question and wondered if you guys could speak to the durability of the Rocketbook.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely. Really, we found it mostly comes down to your personal care of it. As long as you're cleaning it strictly with water and the provided microfiber towel, the pages tend to last for. Honestly, it's tough to give it an exact timeline. We still have notebooks out there from our first Kickstarter launch of the core back when it was called the Everlast.
That's like in, what, 2017?
2017. Yeah. So you should definitely multiple years out of it with proper care. The one thing to watch out for is to try to avoid using the built-in pen eraser, which I know is a little bit tough to do sometimes, but that's what tends to damage the page the most as far as like rubbing off the coating that allows it to be reusable. But as long as you're careful, don't press too hard when you write, and only clear with water and the towel. Really, you shouldn't have any durability issues there.
Okay, all right. And then one other thing, when the image is uploaded, what is the handwriting? Is the handwriting, changed in any way?
Right.
Yes,
so I think we talked about it a little bit earlier. So we do have the option for handwriting to digital text transcription.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm stumbling over the word. But yeah, that's going to be available for any of your scans sent to email, Google Drive, OneNote, or Evernote destinations. When you upload to email, you'll have two options. So that'll be as a .txt file or directly in the body of the email itself. And then all of the others, Google Drive, OneNote, and Evernote will be in the native file type for that service. So it'll be like if you're sending to Google Drive, for example, you'll receive a Google Doc file with that text document.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a bunch of fun stuff you can do in the app with reading text and converting it to text, reading handwriting and converting it to text. So I think the overall answer is yes, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Good deal.
Yeah. All right. Let's get them.
Appreciate it.
Also, just great question. While Peter's putting your name up there, I want to mention two other things.
Any color preference?
Yeah, any color preference.
Orange for sure.
Love it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Some durability things. These might sound like silly things, and Peter mentioned one of them, but a lot of people ask like what comes in the spray bottle when you're spraying to erase the page, and it's just water. You can just fill it up at a sink. There's no like special cleaning solution. It's just regular water and it erases. So that sometimes throws people off when they order it and they get the bottle and it's empty and they're like, where's the solution? So just want to make it clear, it's just water that it erases with. And then the other thing is the pen does come with, like Peter mentioned, an eraser on the back. If you can see there's like a little tip at the end.
Yeah.
That some people will erase their writing with. Not only does that take forever because it's such a small eraser if you're erasing a whole page, but it can leave like a little residue on the page. So always erasing with water is just, I think, the best option. And it's faster, makes the notebook last longer, and it's just kind of satisfying to do. It feels good.
I do love it.
Yeah.
I love our spray bottles too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Have a good one. Cool. We got another caller.
Woo!
Let's do one review, then we'll come back to the caller, and we'll kind of give us a little back and forth. So the next review.
We'll be quick.
Yeah. Any hopes for this next review, Peter?
Do I have any hopes?
What do you hope they mention in this review? I guess.
I love family. I want to hear about. I want to hear a review that brings family involved with it.
Okay, got you. Let's hope for some family stuff. All right, 5 subjects, perfect for college. How about this new discovery? Rocketbook has reusable 5-subject notebook. This is perfect for my college-bound son. Notes can be taken and stored after an exam. Organization is easier, and online storage will be a breeze. Thanks, Rocketbook, for making supplies affordable for my pocketbook. Wow. Okay.
Okay. First of all,
amazing review. Lots of like literary
Rocketbook
devices.
affordable for my pocketbook.
Wow. Yeah. there's like sort of a rhyme going on there.
It's fantastic.
There's some kind of like, I don't know, it's not a metaphor, but
it kind of feels like a callback to our beacons with auto crop and color pop.
Yeah, there's some fun wordplay. They got the family. They mentioned their son.
I love that. Yep, a gift for the son.
And then I think they said online storage will be a breeze. I think that's technically a metaphor, because it won't technically be like a breeze, but it'll be so carefree and easy to do, like the wind on your skin on a nice sunny day.
Easy, breezy,
beautiful.
Rocketbook.
Exactly. Wonderful. All right. So just as we'll jump to the next caller, what do you want to review that review?
3 out of 3.
Oh, 3 out of 3. 3 out of 5. Just a reminder, you can call in here, join the, try to enter the giveaway. We got the prize wheel going on. And then also, if you want to check out the Rocketbook Multi Subject Notebook, which is what we've been talking about, it is on sale at the Amazon Treasure Truck. You can go to amazon.com/treasure truck.
Over 40% off, $25.99. Only 11 hours left to get that deal.
Wow.
The clock is ticking.
Actually, exactly 11 hours.
Exactly.
Time is running out.
It switched as you said that.
Wow, that's pretty unbelievable. All right, we got another call here. We got James.
Let's not keep James waiting any longer. James, welcome. Thanks so much for calling in.
Oh, you're very welcome. Love everything that's Rocketbook, and I'm very excited about this multi-subject one. I've had a problem with the Rocketbook as of late about like jumping between. I try to send it and I mark off the one like you do with the destinations, and sometimes it gets sent to like multiple destinations. Is there something with that?
You say you're marking it off. The number one cause for that is usually notes creeping down to the bottom portion of the page. But if you're sure that's not happening, sometimes it can be like shadows cast over those symbols, mistakenly registering them as marked. Or if a notebook is a little bit older, sometimes it can get some a little bit of staining in that area. So just making sure you're cleaning very well in that bottom portion of the page. There's also a couple different physical issues that could start to cause that. For instance, if your notebook is warped or curved at all, when our scanning technology flattens a notebook out, it flattens the page out from that curve, it can kind of misinterpret what symbol is marked just by flattening that straight line, if that makes sense.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to tell without actually seeing that. But if you could just contact us at hello@rocketbook.com, I personally would be happy to take a look into that and just see what the issues are. If there is something physical at play, we'll be happy to replace that for you. Or if not, hopefully we can get that sorted out and have those scans corrected today as well.
Great. I'm have a whole bunch of Rocketbook stuff all right by me by the computer right now. So
awesome.
Exciting.
Sweet.
Definitely look into that because it's almost always something we can figure out pretty quickly.
Do you have any since you said you have some nearby? I'm just always curious. Do you have any tips or any interesting ways you use Rocketbook, James, for your work or just for your life?
Yeah, at this getting organized is sometimes a bit of a challenge for me.
Oh yeah.
So I think the great thing about using the Rocketbook is that you can bounce from cloud storage system to cloud storage system, and you can and you're able to just like save paper too. I always know I got my Rocketbook Planner and Rocketbook Core and Rocketbook Mini with me, and I got some beacons hanging around somewhere too.
Nice. Wow.
So it's I think that's helpful is just making sure you have some sort of system or some sort of I have like one folder that's got everything together. With various pens of various colors. So that I think that's the more important thing is just having it all together and marking it down and especially like all those destinations that you talked about.
Yeah. I definitely could follow that advice and be a little bit more organized with my destinations. I find that I upload it and then I'm like, well, I know I've uploaded it somewhere, so it's not gone. So if I need it, I'll do it.
Yeah. Right. Even though and sometimes you just need to change where the destination is if you're going to send it. Like I have some very dedicated channels, but I save that last one, the horseshoe is kind of like the wild card one.
Nice.
If I need to send it to somebody, that's I save that one for the last.
Love that. Yeah. Also could call out, we also have, when you're sending, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, we have the share to other destinations option. So beyond those preset, you can also share directly with not even just you're not even constricted to like the apps we directly support. You can like scroll through on your phone and see what other non-integrated applications that you can share to as well. But I tend to use that option if I'm just like sending like a one-off like text message or email to someone. That way I don't have to set up a pre-made destination. I can just use that share and send directly to someone else that way.
Fantastic. Great little tip.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
All right, James. Thanks so much for calling in.
Any color preference for the wheel?
Am I seeing it? Is that's the orange? Let's go with that other orange. Make it nice and even.
Love it.
Awesome. Perfect. Sweet. Thank you, James.
Thank you.
Have fun. Wow. That was great. What do you? I liked his uses for.
I give our callers 5 out of 5 stars.
Absolutely. You know what? Well, go ahead.
I was going to ask because you kindly asked me last time if there's anything that I wanted to see in reviews. What do you want to see in the reviews?
I don't have anything particular. I do want to do a quick call out, just a reminder that if you go to Amazon.com/treasuretruck, the multi-subject notebook is only $25.99 today.
It's over 40% off.
Over 4% off. I want to say, it's a pet peeve of mine when brands will create a product and people their customers give them feedback. We've gotten some good feedback from Dawn and James and the callers today. And the brands don't listen to the feedback. It's kind of a non sequitur, but all right, let's look at the next review.
It's a good thing you're at this company.
Yeah. Whoa, great. This is a YouTube comment on our video for the multi-subject notebook, but this is what happens when brands listen. Wow, what a coincidence. I agree
100%.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up for me on that review.
I agree. Yeah, I give it 5 out of 5 popcorn boxes. It is interesting that the product team, I think, does a great job of listening to feedback. I know some people were suggesting selling the divider separately. If you go to ideas.getrocketbook.com, there's a ton of ideas from customers that you can go and upvote, or if you don't see an idea, you can suggest it. And our product team kind of goes through that pretty often, and we'll look for new ideas for products. But that's where the multi-subject notebook came from, was, hey, we want a notebook with more pages, a little more organization. So we added more pages, added the dividers. So I do think, kudos to our product team.
Yeah, and it's honestly, they are a great group of people. And it's because I work with our customer experience team. So it's awesome to, like, when I'm hearing that feedback and I share it with the product team, and it's not just brushed off. It's almost always replied to with like, oh, sweet. Like, let's figure out how we can actually do that and how we can add that into the mix.
Yep. I think you're right. Let's see. So she wanted to say they enjoy the other notebooks. They may have to order one of these multi-subject notebooks.
And no time like the present.
That's great. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it in the next 10 hours and 54 minutes.
Where can they do that, Dylan?
Amazon.com/treasuretruck.
Great. And don't forget, you can also take one home for free today if you call in at bit.ly/rbtreasure. Call in, ask us a question, just let us know any Rocketbook hacks you have. And we'd be happy to get you on that prize wheel and hopefully send you home with a free notebook.
Awesome. Yeah, we've had some great callers. Probably get a few more. In the meantime, we've got a few more reviews. Next review, it's kind of a long one. I think we can probably skim it, but I'll call it the highlights, and then you can take the last one.
Okay.
So this is someone who said they were skeptical, but they've seen the light. I think that's dramatic right away. So already I'm on board. They're a web developer and they need to draw wireframes, which sounds like some kind of technical thing for their job that I don't understand. But it says my visual designer, they need prime how the website will be laid out. Okay, I'm getting that. They like to use pen and paper, pencil and paper. So I think I'm seeing where they're going. Rocketbook is a good way to do that. It says that would involve drawing 10 to 15 pages of wires or like blueprints for the website, ink them, scan them, bundle them as a PDF. I decided to try Rocketbook, and my God, this was like Chris Traeger eats a real burger on Parks and Rec. Great reference to that.
I'm smiling ear to ear. This is a very good review.
Yeah, shout out to Rob Lowe, big Rocketbook fan. The pen actually feels less messy than a real thin marker, and I can erase without smudging because of this. I can get the ink step entirely now, scanning the pages, send it to Google Drive. It just works. So I think that's nice that because they mentioned, they have projects that will take up a ton of pages, and this allows them to kind of do it all in one notebook without filling up the notebook, without you buying a new notebook. They can kind of do multiple projects at once, maybe using the dividers to split it up for multiple websites, and then erase and keep using the same notebook over and over, which I think is like one of the main reasons people enjoy the Rocketbook notebook.
I love that review. It had something for everyone in there.
A little something. It's for TV fans, for internet web design fans.
For just people who like efficiency.
Yeah, just efficiency. Maybe a little long. Honestly, if I'm being critical, is a little long.
It was a little bit long.
Okay, so do you have a review for it?
6.5 out of 7 notebooks.
Great, that's awesome. That's awesome. I give it a full page of erasing. That's my review. Awesome. All right, before we wrap up here, I think we got see any more comments. So Joshua was just commenting because we mentioned the ideas page. I know you guys are amazing about suggestions. I almost own the entire lineup. That's awesome. Thank you for being a customer.
Joshua. Yeah, and honestly, thank you for the suggestions. I assume if you're calling that out, you're also giving us a lot of stuff to work with. So thank you, Joshua.
Yeah, Josh seems like an awesome person.
I give Joshua 5 out of 5 stars.
I agree. Same. 5 out of 5. Josh did ask, when will y'all sell executive loose leaf without punches?
I give Joshua 4 out of 5
No,
stars.
come on. This is a good idea. This is a good idea. This is exactly the kind of idea we like.
Yeah, Josh, for those of you who don't know, he's he's shouting out our filler paper, which we just recently released. It comes exclusively in the letter size as well.
Yes.
So what Rocketbook filler paper is, it's for your 3-ring binder, so it does come pre-punched. So what Josh was looking for is a non-punched version in our smaller executive size, which is the 6 by 8.8 inch. Again, not something we have immediate plans to do, but you for sure aren't alone in asking for both of those two things individually, and are also not alone in asking for them together. So yeah, I think this is a great time to plug our ideas.getrocketbook.com page. Our product team, we go through that page all the time to check out the new ideas. A little pro tip for you there is to sort by new. I think the default on that page is to sort by most upvoted, so you can get some older stuff, and including a lot of stuff that we've already added.
Yep.
But when you sort by new, you can see a lot of the fresh ideas, and also upvote, comment, give your own feedback, and share your own ideas too if there's something you don't see up there.
Cool. This is an interesting comment. I've not seen this before from Barb. I use the notebook for my watercoloring, paints, vinyl, oil boards, a lot of lists for my paintbrushes. I love this book. I even do some sketches. So seems like they're like kind of organizing another activity, but within this notebook.
She's not actually watercoloring on the notebook, because I do not think you can erase that.
No. But maybe she does some early sketches before she starts.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's definitely the list maker's dream, because you can scan and upload those lists, plug for smart lists in the app.
Smart lists.
But yeah, so you're not someone who's just scrapping lists constantly. When you've completed your list, erase it, and it's gone from the notebook.
Something I'll say as someone who's not artistically talented.
I disagree, Dylan.
Thank you. But you're lying. Anything I do in the notebook when I'm like trying to sketch something out for work or just for fun, it is nice that there's no pressure. If I don't like it, I can just erase it, and I don't have to keep looking at it and being humiliated. And
you don't have to worry about it being like crumpled up in your trash bin and someone seeing it.
No, that's right. Because that is where usually it will end up, in the trash. But Barb, that is a great tip. I like that one a lot, actually.
Definitely.
Cool. Let's see. I know Pamela said they love their Rocketbook. It's a game changer. That's awesome. All right, we got one more review here that I want to check out.
I'd love to take this one.
Okay, you got it. You got it.
All right.
We're staying nice and organized here today.
A little back and forth.
Yeah.
Kathy says that dividers are a game changer.
Whoa.
That's serendipitous. That
someone just said, where was that?
Is that Pamela who also just said
that
they are a game changer? So the consensus here.
Game changers.
Game changers.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, I love being able to move and remove the dividers to change the sections I create in the notebook. Makes it super easy to stay organized. Having 70 pages in the multi-subject notebook is nice, and the additional pages make it very sturdy as well.
Ooh.
One of my favorite products from Rocketbook so far. I do love that Kathy called out the sturdiness. While it is the same material cover that you're used to seeing in your notebook, those additional 70 pages do give you a little bit more book to work with, and it does help. So when you are standing and writing, it's not quite as floppy. You can actually deal with writing on. It's not that heavy that Dylan.
No, but it does feel nice.
It is a very sturdy notebook. But it's not too thick. You think of a traditional 5-subject notebook, it's going to be a whole heck of a lot more than 70 pages. So I think it's a great middle ground for having a lot to work with while still being small enough that it's easy to pop in your bag.
Yeah.
And carry around with you wherever you are.
I do wish, like, if someone was really taking it on the go, like there was a way to protect it in some kind of folio. But unfortunately, I don't know that we make. What is this?
So this is the Rocketbook capsule. Actually, the Rocketbook capsule 2.0.
Beautiful.
Not unfortunately not in the Treasure Truck, but good to call out. A little bit of feedback that we have heard on both the capsule and the multi-subject is a lot of people wondering, will the multi-subject fit? And the answer is a resounding yes, like a glove.
Beautiful.
It's just as well as any other notebook. Works really well. You still have your space for your towel. Saving.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Put your pen on the other side right here. Bunch of index cards. If you still cloud cards could go in here, or your business cards if you'd like.
Yep, and you can get the capsule also on Amazon. It's not part of the Treasure Truck, but what is part of the Treasure Truck is the multi-subject notebook. It's only $25.99 today only. There's only 10 hours and 46 more minutes.
Maybe with your savings on the multi-subject notebook, you
get
treat yourself to a capsule.
I like that. I like that idea a lot. If you want to check out the multi-subject notebook on Treasure Truck today, it's at amazon.com/Treasure Truck. Brian has a good tip for how they use the Rocketbook notebook, taking notes in project kickoffs to save forever. I think that is a nice.
I do love that.
Call. You can save your notes online on Eraser. You make room in your notebook, but you still have the notes.
I think like any traditional notebook taker, like will also like acknowledge that while you can keep your notebook forever, trying to find handwritten notes from even last week can be a little bit of a nightmare. So just being able to upload that and rather than searching through a filing cabinet for God knows how long, being able to just bring up Google Drive and search by file name is a lot faster.
Yes.
So it's what Rocketbook is kind of the foundation of Rocketbook. All of the advantages of handwritten notes combined with the easy accessibility of the cloud.
Beautiful. All right, we have one more caller. It's a fan favorite. We've seen this person before. We're going to add them to the stream, and then we'll start to wrap things up. But let's see what. Hey, Barbara.
Barbara, how are you?
Good to see you again.
Hi. I'm the one that wrote to you about the
Oh, I think you muted yourself. Oh, there you go.
the notebooks, all of my notebooks, really. Now I can just use one for my painting,
Yes.
my watercolor painting.
Wonderful.
And I tell you, it's the best thing I ever did. Because I used to have papers all over the place. Can you hear me?
Yes,
perfectly.
Oh, okay. I think it must be me.
What do you paint? What kind of stuff do you like to paint with your watercolors?
Well, I use two different kinds, like a vinyl paint and oil paint. So I had to separate all of them. So I know what I have, what color I have, what I don't have. That goes on to another page to order. I do the paintbrushes, forget it. They're like, takes up 5 pages. And I mean, you imagine trying to find this on a regular piece of paper? It's like, where'd it go? Under the couch? Did it go here? So I mean, this is fantastic to be able to just combine everything into one. It's the best thing that came around for me.
That's awesome.
We're so happy to hear
that's
that.
really nice.
So happy we were able to help with your organization and help you focus on what matters most, the painting, not the planning part.
Yeah, and it's so hard to find anything like that. I mean, you can get a regular. We're going to go back to a Trapper Keeper again, but I have an original, so I'm holding on to it.
I think we have a couple around the office as well.
Oh yeah. Got to keep it right.
Right.
I can't hear you guys too good. I don't know. Maybe it's me on my end, but
well, we hear you. I mean, we hear you perfectly.
Yes, see that, and I can't hear you that good.
We like the idea. I think what you got to do is send us some pictures of your watercolors.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, and that's another thing I started doing sketching. That took me a little bit to get used to on the Rocketbook.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a different feel.
Took me a lot longer than anything else, but it's working.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely send us an email with some of the photos of the watercolors. We'll feature them.
I sure will.
Great.
Definitely. Thanks so much, Barb. Have a good one.
Yeah, thanks. Calling in, Barb.
Okay.
Bye bye. Wonderful. We got her up there.
We got her up there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I think we've pretty much answered all the questions. Run out of time here for the treasure truck deal. If you do want to get the deal in before the end of the day, save on the multi-subject notebook.
40% off.
Yep.
Amazon.com/treasure truck.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I think we have.
All right. Let's do the giveaway.
The moment of
spin
truth.
the
Should we
wheel.
spin the wheel?
Moment of truth.
There's a lot of empty spots. And
There's a lot of empty spots. I think if
it splits two, we pick both.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like James. We got the winner.
James, congratulations. Shoot us an email at hello@getrocketbook.com. Let us know your mailing address as well as the color of multi-subject notebook you'd like, and we'll have that shipped out right away.
Beautiful. Congrats, James.
Thanks, James, and thanks so much to all of our callers and all of our viewers.
Yes.
Anything else today, other than, of course, the major news of.
You want to share the major news one more time?
Yeah, the multi-subject notebook is available on Amazon.com, Amazon.com/treasure truck.
Wonderful.
To grab that awesome deal, over 40% off at $25.99. I believe all 6 colors are still available right now, so grab it while you have the chance. 10 hours and 40 minutes left to take advantage of that.
I will say, I know we've been joking that like there's so much time left, you got to hurry up 10 hours. But I will say sometimes the treasure truck does sell out. We've seen it sell out. So I'm saying like even though there's a lot of time, if you are interested in getting it, I would kind of act quickly because you don't want to miss out.
Definitely don't want to miss on the deal. As well, supplies last so long.
Yes. Awesome. Well, that's it. That's it, treasure truck. I think the only thing left to do is to go look for some actual gold today. So we're gonna go look around the office, see if we can get lucky. Look for a rainbow or something.
Sure, buddy.
All right. I'm not giving up hope yet. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much for calling.
Have a great day. We'll see you next time. All right.